Hello, everybody. I am a couple minutes late, as per usual. Hey, what can I say? At least I'm consistent. I wanted to say good morning, good afternoon, hello, whatever else is going on there. Um, it's been it's been a fun few days. I've got a lot of things to talk about, and I would actually like to just start off by saying, yeah, I've been ranting and raving online here, so I'm a little bit on edge here because I spent the morning about an hour in the morning down near my house filming people going through red lights because they had no fucking clue on how to fucking drive. Anyways, so that being said, I need to have something to drink because I'm a little bit testy this morning. So what do I got? IPA number 6, peaches with amaretto and why Yeti hops, which comes out of New Zealand, if I remember correctly. I've been hearing some interesting things about this one. I was going to do a review on it because, well, you know. But this, not today. So, I'm just going to pour it into my lovely glass here and we're going to go from there. Got quite a bit to talk about, quite a bit to say, and it's going to be a good day. Oh, saw some chunkies come out of the bottom of that can. All right. As we see, easy crazy, nice, beautiful head on there. The smell, yeah, got that peach smell. Not bad, not bad at all. All right. Cheers, guys. A little bit light bodied, but a little easy drinking. It does have that juice flavor to it. Has a little bit of bitterness on there. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. 6.7%. Alcohol doesn't even come through in that. So if you ask me, I'm good with this. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So as you saw in the description, if you read it, whatever. So I'm going to try and work on weekly chats because of the fact that I really enjoy doing these things, and it's been a while. I've really got to get myself back into this. A lot of shit has been happening over the past couple of months, and I really need some good distractions, this being one of them. I have quite a few things on my mind. I've got quite a few things happening. I've changed my name of my booze review site to Booze, Games, and Deep Thoughts. It's probably going to change again because of the fact that, it's kind of catchy, but kind of not. I will be doing some games on here. I will be doing some live stream games. I've got the new Assassin's Creed game that I'm going to be live streaming probably this afternoon. I'm a little ways into it, so I don't want to spoil the first little bit. I'm past the title screen, which is nice, but I'm going to spoil a little bit more of it. So watch out for that a little bit. I do have some baking I have to do. I have to do a review video that I'm going to be doing before that because I want to try and get that going. I also have deep thoughts. Like this is the live thing. Deep thoughts. We're just gonna shoot the shit type thing, drink some beer, and have a good old time. Now, here's the thing. I probably going to do my best to, yeah, as I said, have it where I am. Got a weekly show. I'm going to try and do some other things. I've got some British food I'm going to try. That's coming up. But aside from that, I'll let you know at the end of the show what's going on here. I didn't update the thing with my father because of the fact that it's gotten worse. So for the people that are watching to have this an upbeat thing, here's my little lonely shitty thing that it's happening. I'm going to try and keep it upbeat as I can. My father has been diagnosed with a terminal cancer. It's not good. It's absolutely horrible. It's the same thing that killed Gord Downey. If you don't know who Gord Downey is, he died of brain cancer glioblastoma, the worst kind of cancer you can have for brain cancer. He's undergoing radiation and chemotherapy right now, and the surgeons and doctors are very hopeful that because he's got a great, I don't know, they called it something that it'll help prolong his life, which is good. However, he's now got his ticker going, so unfortunately there's gonna be some times where I just might not want to do shit all. I've taken a couple of weeks where I haven't talked to people. I've actually had people come back to me on Facebook when I usually reply right back to them, because I reply back to a few people, not to everybody, sorry. And they're like, well, you didn't reply back. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I've been distracted. So overall, that's going on in my life. So there may be times where I might not post a lot of shit. There might be times where I'll just dump a bunch of shit on for whatever reason. So let's get that out of the way. Done deal. Uh, thanks, Kent. It's it's a part of life. We all have to live with it. We all have to deal with it. I've had so many people that have had cancer that it fucking sucks. Fuck cancer. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. But I did go out the other day to a place. Thursday night, I went out to a charity event from Toolshed. One of the guys in there, he's a sales guy, grew his beard out really long and had an event where he shaved his beard off for cancer research. I was there, dropped $60 down onto someone else who said that if they raised $200, they would shave their beard off, and they did. They raised a lot of money, so congratulations to them. Awesome job. I know that for a fact that it's one of those things that, yes, we all. I've got some good and bad feelings about raising money for cancer research. A part of me is like, yes, we can keep doing this. They've raised billions of dollars for cancer research. B, I have not seen a cure for cancer, for any cancer, even though they said that they might have some. It's been eluding us for years, even though we have these billions of dollars that go into it. So that's why I do stuff like Give a Mile, where basically they go and have Aeroplan miles or whatever else, and they give them to people who are in need of visiting their loved ones who are about ready to pass away, to give them one last moment with each other. That's something that I donate to. I'm supposed to be out at an event tonight with them, but unfortunately I'm going to a friend's giving, thanks to my wife. She's volunteered me I'm going to this, but that's fine. I think that's a good idea. It's the second Thanksgiving. Like, I need more fucking turkey. So I've been baking upstairs. Anyways, so that's been my sort of week for a bit. We've got an interesting week coming up in Canada. We have an absolutely interesting week. This week, as of Wednesday, we will be fully legal to smoke marijuana recreationally and also medically. Fully legal. But there's jobs out there that say you're not allowed to smoke marijuana whatsoever. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. This is a huge step in Canadian history. It's something that's big, powerful. It's been talked about for fucking months, and it's finally coming to a head. Police are still trying to figure out how they're going to monitor people who are driving and high, and they've got an idea, but you know what? It happens. We're going to see if that actually pans out. We're going to see what happens over the next 3 to 6 months to see how many people bitch about the police doing that, how many people bitch about their jobs not allowing them to smoke, even though they're legally allowed to. If you ask me, you shouldn't be smoking while you're working. You shouldn't be drinking while you're working. If they have a zero tolerance for it, do not do it. Plain and simple. People are like, well, I can't do this. You know what? Nothing we can do. The police force are actually giving zero tolerance for smoking on the job, which is fair enough. They have to have all their wits about them. They're not allowed drinking on that. They've got a zero tolerance for drinking too. Perfect. You know what? People who are bitching and claiming that they can't smoke for anything or like zero tolerance, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You have drugs in your system a little bit longer, apparently. Whatever. More than you do alcohol. I work for a company that actually, yeah, it's allowed. It is allowed, but you can't be overly stoned. You can have your stuff as long as it's a medical marijuana, medical cannabis, I should say, which is perfect. That right there is perfect. I'm not against cannabis. I'm really not against cannabis. I've seen not a lot of overdoses. I've not seen a lot of deaths anywhere. So honestly, all for it. I have no problems with it. It's not a gateway drug. It really isn't. Smoking's more of a gateway drug than anything else. If you really smoking cigarettes, that is. If you really want to look at it that way, the amount of toxins and everything that's in it, yeah, it's one of those things. I feel that this is going to be an interesting time for Canada. I feel that this is going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be just spectacular. It's going to bring people a little closer together. Yes, there's people complaining that it's going to stink up the whole country. You might get a little contact high here and there. You might get munchies afterwards. Whatever. People are complaining that it's going to be horrible. You know what? Edibles. Edibles don't smell. But remember, if you're going to be having edibles, please do remember that it takes up to 60 to 120 minutes for it to actually take effect. Just remember that. And keep it away from your kids. These people that have these gummy bears that have kids around, really use your head. God, I don't know. There's been a report where a kid was showing signs of distress while driving, and people were like, "Oh my God, they had edibles in the vehicle." I'm like, no, it takes a little bit for it to go through the body, and then finally it comes through. And this, yeah, they probably had it at home. So yeah, we've got some good, we got some bad things about this, but at the same point in time, I feel that it's going to be really interesting. It's a great time to live in Canada. Healthcare is free still. Insurance is going up though. Uh, so, what else do we have? Pet peeves. Right. I did say pet peeves. So we were talking about pet peeves today because of the fact that I've got a huge pet peeve. There's a few things that really actually bug the shit out of me. The fact that there's people out there on social media that post stuff when they just don't know what to say or do. I mean, there's some interesting things that are happening. So I've got this thing where you've got this government that is all over the place, all over the map. Not saying which U.S. government we're talking. Oh, never mind. But we got them all over the map, and all I see on my fucking feeds from global is Trump has done this, Trump has done that, Trump has done this, Trump has done that, and it's like, can we steer global Canada? Can we steer away from fucking Trump? I know which side you're on now with all these Trump has done this and Trump has done that posts. Oh my God. It's one of those things that's like, okay, enough. Fucking enough. I've had enough of this crap that I have to listen to. At the same point in time, left wing, right wing, I don't give a shit. All fucking government has some good and some bad to it. It happens. It's there. And yes, there's people that are far left, far right. I don't give a shit what the fuck you are. Just don't tell me what I believe in. Don't tell me what side I'm part of. Because if you turn around and tell me that I'm far left or I'm far right because I've got this opinion of this is kind of stupid, guess what? It's kind of stupid because I thought so. Your side is kind of stupid because there's reasons here too. Because I look at both sides. I don't look at blindfolded fucking just yeah. It's something that's been bugging me for a bit. And I get it. You guys have your own opinions. Congratulations for having them. Welcome to the real world where there is both sides of the story. You have these news people that go, "Oh, where this has gone all bad and shit." I I for example am one that I do that every now and then. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I'm a fat balding bastard. I'm far from perfect. For example, back in my hometown of Victoria, there's these homeless people that are trying to find these homes and trying to find these places. Now, everyone's going, well, don't pick on the homeless. They've been doing this stuff. They're this, they're that. Yes, they're homeless. I get it. They have no home to go to. That's what homeless means. But at the same point in time, you have a section of bad seeds within that homeless tent community. So we're going to 10 cities that make it a bad deal for others. Back in 2016, they parked themselves on a church or government lawn. It's been a couple of years, had a few drinks, and they destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed it. It cost the city and the taxpayers almost $1 million to clean up a small fucking section of lawn. That's horrible. They recently moved to a place that I really enjoy camping at. I really enjoy viewing. I've got a lot of great memories being there with my grandparents, with my parents, with friends, with family, and it was Goldstream Park. They moved into the camping area there, and people are like, well, they're allowed to. They should be able to. Yeah, okay, fine. If they didn't destroy everything else in their fucking path, they've been from one place to another destroying it, and then they went to a provincial protected park. Now, please understand the word protected, because this provincial park has been protected by the government because of all the stuff that's in that park. Everything, including the campgrounds. You take a group like this, you have those bad seeds in there, and they're going to be stuffing things. You're going to find needles, you're going to find shit, you're going to find feces, you're going to find everything in that campground. It's happened time and time again. Don't tell me it's not going to, because it's been proven everywhere they went that they've left a trail of destruction. So they decided to keep them in there for 2 weeks. No problem. Stay in there for 2 weeks. It's all good. 2 weeks, 24 hours a day that they were in there by themselves. They shut that park down so that no one else could camp in there. The people that had reservations there couldn't camp there. There was classes that were going in there to learn about nature and stay the night or two to be taught stuff. Shut down and shut out because of these guys. That, as of, let's see, as of the other day, let's look at this now. Attention, important notice. As of right now, 13 of October, 13th of October, 13th of October, whatever. October 3rd, 2018, Goldstein Provincial Park closed to general public. In the interest of public safety, BC Parks closed camping within the main campground on September 20th, 2018. September 20th. September 20th, almost 1 month later. The general public access to the main campground will remain closed until further notice to enable work to prepare the campground to reopening to be completed. In other words, they left a fucking mess. All other areas of the park, including day use areas, remain open to the public to enjoy. The day use because they didn't camp there. The group campsites are open to the public and available for reservations through Discover Camping until October 30th, 2018. So the group campsites are, but the other campsites are not. Because the group campsites, I think, are in a different area. I can't quite remember. BC Parks welcomes visitors interested in viewing the popular salmon migration taking place within the park. Yeah, they went and stopped there during the migration. The migration is a big thing that happens there. BC Parks apologized for any inconvenience the closure may have caused and thanks everyone for their patience. Yes, the homeless need somewhere to go. Yes, it was a provincial park where they can go and camp. Yes, it was something that they could do. And yes, it was a protected grounds. So now they're having to re-evaluate this protected grounds again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children over the age of whatever I've got going on, this is something that really shouldn't have to be done. They've actually said you guys could stay here. The government has turned around and said you guys stay here, you guys could stay here, you guys could stay here. And each and every time they've said that, they've said no, we want to stay together as a group, or no, we don't like that because it's like a prison. No, we don't want that, but we're going to stay in these tents because we feel that it's safer. They've pretty much destroyed a provincial park. Well, they haven't destroyed it. They're still trying to clean it up because there's probably a lot of stuff that they left behind. 2 weeks is a lot of damage when you think about it. Can be a lot of damage. I feel bad for the people that are homeless. Don't get me wrong. I feel bad for them, but Jesus Christ, this kind of stuff needs to stop. It really does. I mean, they've done a lot of stuff. They've tried to help them out, but they're not accepting the help. Guys, can you just accept the help? You've got a place to live. You have somewhere that you have a roof over your head. It may not be the best ideal situation, but you're not going to be asked to move into a mansion. You're not going to be giving multi-$1,000 homes each to live in and have the government pay for it or have the taxpayers pay for it. That it's a little bit of a rant. Sorry. That's kind of been pissing me off for a little bit. Another pet peeve I have. Well, as you heard at the top of the show, I took my camera out and I went and filmed some people driving through red lights because they have no fucking clue how to drive when there's a construction zone in one of the lanes, but the light's still up here working and there's a stop line right here saying stop. You know, it's Calgary drivers. That's one big pet peeve I have. I think everyone should go through a mandatory thing. But yeah, I honestly think that there's a lot of stuff going on that just it's a little bit of a pet peeve. I'm allowed to rant. I understand there's a lot of things going on, but I'm allowed to rant. Why not? It's something I do. So, why I enjoy helping certain charities out. Let's just skip over to that, shall we? Like I said at the top of the show as well, I enjoy helping out a certain charity called Give a Mile. That one I always try and help out one way or another. These guys are absolutely amazing. It was founded by one of my old coworkers. And it's a charity where if you have unused air miles, well, I guess it's Aeroplan miles because they haven't got air miles aboard yet. Come on, air miles, this is for a good cause. Can we actually can you do something about this? You guys are awesome in your own right, but seriously, these guys are doing something really good. So it's a charity that basically, as I said earlier, helps out people that want to see their loved ones one last time and need to fly out there quickly but can't afford to fly out there. Because we all know flights, when they get close to time of flying out, costs a lot of money. A lot of times, and here's the thing, you can actually call up the places and say, look, I am having a hard time. I would like to see if you can help me get to point A to point B. It's still expensive. I had to do it actually back in July when I had to go help out my parents with my dad after his operation. It's I had to phone up WestJet, and kudos to WestJet. These guys, I have nothing but mad respect for these guys. They have occasionally screwed up, not as badly as Air Canada, not as badly as Air Canada, but they have occasionally screwed up. But at the same point in time, these guys are absolutely amazing when it comes down to helping people out one way or another. Um, Air Canada, WestJet, I phoned up WestJet, said, look, I really need to get out. I've got to fly out on this date. And it was pretty much 3 days to fly out. I gave myself 3 days to fly out because I had to go help my parents out. My brother was getting married again for the family. And because he got married, he got eloped in Vegas and they didn't like that. So I said, oh, you know what? You're getting married again. So they had that. And my dad was pretty much told he has an operation 3 days from when they told him they got to get it out. So it was pretty much me on the phone to WestJet going, guys, I really need to fly out there to help out my parents. Can you help me out? They said, yes, we can. I was managed to get out there. They gave me a discount. They do ask a bunch of questions so that you have to answer honestly. You have to tell them honestly because this is something that cannot be abused. And I totally agree, it cannot be abused. They flew me out, or they flew me out for a discounted cost, and I got to help out my parents and my dad, who just recently was recovering from brain surgery. Um, and they were really good about it. This is like, she's on the phone. She's like, I'm really sorry, but I have to call it what it is, and I can give you a bereavement discount. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. She goes, I have to call it that. I'm like, that's fine. Um, because pretty much it's true. I was gonna be watching, or my father is, his time's coming. So, uh, that where was I going with this? Wow. So basically, it's good to see that kind of stuff, but the Give a Mile helps you out a little bit more. When you really need help, they help you out with the air miles or with the aeroplan miles at this point in time to fly you out to see your family or have your family fly in to see you, depending on which way you do it. And it's a good cause. It is they've given away over 500 flights, I think it is, which has been amazing. In their short span, that is a lot of flights for people to go see their families. The one of the guys that founded it, I worked with him at one of my old jobs, and he's done this because he saw one of his best friends die because of brain cancer, and he pretty much feels that just to help these guys out to get where they get to see their family one last time, to be by them. Like I said, it's a great cause. Who knows? I might need it in the near future myself. But I never thought that I would. But now that this is going on, it's like, well, maybe. But I mean, it goes out to them, and it's like, seriously, as one of the best charities I have ever heard of. There's a lot of great charities out there. Don't get me wrong. There is a ton of great charities out there. This one is one that has been one of my favorite ones. I still donate to a lot of different ones. I donated to a cancer fund last night, or on Thursday night. I've donated to the breast cancer fund for one of my friends who passed away with stage 4 breast cancer. Um, what happened was they gave her a little bit of extra time with everybody, which was great because she actually got to go through the chemo, radiation, have a little bit of extra time, and then everything went from there. I've donated to like I've donated to different charities in the way of cancer foundations because that is the biggest one that we have going on right now. Cancer is fucking terrible. Fuck cancer. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck cancer. I I know there's a lot of other great charities, stuff for kids, stuff for children's hospitals, stuff for like there's tons out there. And I know it doesn't mean a lot to some people. Some people may not see it, may not know it. I went into the Ronald McDonald House and dropped off a ton of tabs before they dropped the tab program. I also went in there after I won $75 in pizza vouchers and dropped it off. And they were nice enough to give myself and my kids a tour, which was awesome to see. There's so many things out there that are nonprofit that is needing a little help from all of us. And I know it doesn't mean a lot to some, it means tons to others. It means a bunch to me. I enjoy my charities. I don't get out and do a lot of charity work, but every now and then I will drop a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there to help out. It it's not that it makes me feel well, it makes me feel good that I'm helping others. I've always loved helping others. So yeah, I love my charities and I love the fact that there's a lot out there. What else is there? It's hard to segue after that, isn't it? Give me a second to have a sip and see if I can segue. America Airlines. How about them? Actually, big kudos. I've heard so many complaints about America Airlines that a big kudos does go out to the crew and pilots of a flight on Thursday. These guys actually did an awesome job. I've got to say that this was something that was just absolutely stellar. It was on flight AA263 from Dallas to Beijing. They had a medical emergency that they had to take care of. As well, they had two more things happen to them. So they really, really needed some help. Um, Basically, they couldn't land in Edmonton, but they were coming around and they had to land somewhere because they had a medical emergency. And they found out that as they were trying to approach Edmonton, that their flaps weren't working on approach. So making a landing is a little bit difficult when you have no flaps to really help you slow you down. And this is still debatable, but they had the steering and the front landing gear was not working. So they had to divert to Calgary. This was happening around between 2 and 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And watching it on the aviation site was something else because you see real time of what they were doing. So they tried to fly to Edmonton, realized the runway wasn't long enough. The runway in Calgary was longer because we just built a new runway for those great big bombers to come in. And they went and wanted to go there, which is perfect. Watched them fly up just past Edmonton off to the northeast, fly around a little bit. So they're dumping fuel and then fly back down to come land. So they actually were lighter when they came down and landed. Total props to these guys for staying calm in a situation like that. That is some scary ass shit right there. It is absolutely phenomenal to see. Honestly, what is going on with that is that I was great to see that they landed properly. They landed perfectly and they did a bang up job of it. I really am glad that nobody was hurt. I was so happy for seeing that, but it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, what's going to happen? Is this going to be a good thing, bad thing? I'm glad that they landed. I'm glad that the Calgary airport was able to help them out. So props to everybody on the ground, props to everyone in the air, and to the person that had a medical emergency. I hope you're feeling better. That was exciting and nerve wracking to see. I would hate to be one of those pilots and co-pilots going, "We got a small problem," but they landed it. Bang on, they landed it. I love hearing crises like that averted. So from there, I unfortunately have to start going and cooking some more. I got to bake some more stuff because I've got this Friendsgiving thing, and I promised I would bake a couple of things. So my day is a little bit shot. Halloween, I have a couple of beers coming up, so watch for my Halloween episode. Yes, I am still doing beer reviews. Don't worry about that. I'm still doing booze reviews. It's just I'm trying to cut it down a little bit because I've got a lot on my plate, and I want to try and spread out a little bit. I love the fact that I do my games. I love the fact that I drink. I'm not an alcoholic. I just love my drink. Um, I love the fact that I do these live things for people to watch and see. For the 1% is watching, hello again, thank you. I know I don't get a lot of people watching these, but afterwards, there's a few people. Um, in all honesty, I'm happy that there's a lot of things happening coming up. I've going to be doing a second part of my series for Victoria. I did a partial one. I don't know how this one is going to turn out because it's going to be winter in Victoria. It should be all good. It should be good there. Uh, it's it has been. I really want to show off some more things. Victoria is a great place. As I said in my video, if you missed it, it's actually in my videos there. But it's a place I'll never want to live. I love visiting. I love going there, and you know what? It's going to be minus 30 here. I think this year for December, it'll be +5, +6 there. I'm happy about that. Really happy. It's snowing outside right now. October 13th, and it's snowing outside. We've already had a dump of 40 centimeters of snow. It's been insane here. So, yeah, I really feel that I'm going to continue that series. I know I'm gonna be out in Victoria for a few times, so I might actually whenever I'm out there, I'll try and take a few hours to show off of some parts that I've been part of, some areas that I've loved. Just overall, really do enjoy being there. Um, Also, as well, I am going to be, as I said, my Halloween episode's coming up. I'm going to try and I don't think because I'm going out to Victoria, I don't think I'll be doing the 24 drunken days of December. I know, I want to, but I can't afford it. I can't afford a calendar to do the 24 drunken days of December. I may make one up for myself, but it's going to contain a lot of stouts because that's all I really have left in my thing. But I might just do the 24 drunken days of December with beers that I have in stock. A little bit cheaper that way. I really wish I can do an advent calendar because some of these advent calendars are amazing and I love doing them for them. If there's any companies out there that are willing, and I hate doing this, but I don't want to miss out on doing the 24 drunken days of December. I mean, I'll be flying out to Victoria on the 21st of December. So I'll be within the 3 days range where I'm usually editing and trying to get the rest of them done. Not taking my computer. I can take my laptop. I'll probably take my laptop, but that means I got to get my shit on my laptop in order to get this done. So I'm still debating it. Like, I can't let you guys down. If I miss a year, that's not cool. It's really not cool. But who knows? Maybe I'll do a 24 Drunken Days of December in Victoria, the 25th day or something like that. Who knows? I don't even know. I've got. I want to try and do something with the drinking quest game that I've got. That might require people showing up to my house. We'll see. There's quite a few things I want to try and do, and I want to try and videotape for you guys. I do have 2 episodes coming out that are longer, so please bear with me with them. One of them is for Cannery, and I should have done this a long time ago, but it is a 30-minute video, and editing that takes at least 20 to 30 hours to edit. Because I still have to put some stock videos in. I still have to do the stock videos. I have a few other things I need to do, and I need to make sure that it all comes together. So trying to put that all together is going to be a little bit harder. I've got another one where I discuss the mashing that we had in Calgary here. It's like a beer fest. I took my old co-host Johnny Oldschool with me. We went and did it. We had a good time, and it was a lot of fun to do, and I want to give my thoughts on it. I was pissed off about one of the things, but after I got inside and got drinking, that pissed off part just decided to disappear a little bit. I want to try and do some more videos about cooking. I want to try and do some more videos about unboxings, and also, as I said, I've got some products that I want to try and do, like the Tesco product. I've got Tesco food that we get in Canada here that I want to do. For the people that don't know what Tesco is about, it's like your Walmarts or your up here Canadian superstores, cheap brand of food. Yeah, it's at Save On Foods too, so they get to market up a little bit. They've been actually pretty cheap on some of the stuff, and it was actually quite affordable to get. But I want to try and do that as well. I'm trying to convince my wife to be in the background every now and then, so I actually have some banter back and forth. Because doing this by myself, I miss the banter. I really do. But who knows? I got some other stuff that I've got coming in the mail, so there might be some more unboxing. And I want to do some more BC beers because that's my favorite type of beers. I love my Alberta beers. Don't get me wrong, but I got some BC beers that I want to try and do too. Anyways, for now, folks, I should probably get going. I have got, like I said, a shit ton of baking to do because I've been voluntold. Married life. It's awesome. Honestly, I wanted to as well. I offered. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to try and find a video or a beer to do with a video that I'm doing. I've already got 2 parts of that started. So watch for more videos coming up. I'm really sorry that I haven't been around. As I said, it's been a little rough, but I'm going to do my best. I am honestly going to do my best to try and get this into a weekly live series, find something about the weeks that's been going on, and talk about it. For now, folks, I am PK. You've been awesome. I've been rambling. Till the next time, thanks again. Cheers. Stay frosty. And not a bad beer. I've had better. I've had worse. Still drinkable. Thanks again. Have a good night.